Hi, grade 11s. Today we'll be solving quadratic equations ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 by using a quadratic formula, which is x equals minus b. It's a plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all of that being divided by 2a. Note that the quadratic equation must be written in this format: ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. There must be 0 there to be able to use this formula. And another interesting thing is that you don't need to memorize this formula because you'll be given in the exam or in a test. Now, let us say we want to solve some of the quadratic equations. Note that it is very important that and quadratic equation is in the format ax squared plus bx is equals to 0. You can see there is 0. So this is in the format ax squared plus bx then plus a c is equals to 0. So you should be able to identify what is the a value from that, what's the b value from that, what's c value from there. So we can see that our a value is a 3. So I'm writing a 3 here on the side. And the b value, that's a positive b, is what? It's a negative 5. This is negative 5 there, so I put negative 5 there. So the c value is a negative 2, so I put a negative 2. Now we are ready to go. So therefore, now if this is a formula, I just substitute in the formula. So that's minus. Now what is our b value? Our b value is minus 5, so I put minus 5 there. So it's plus or minus the square root of. Note that whenever you substitute, you must put things that are substituted in bracket. I've done that. Even here with the b is minus 5. I put minus 5 in bracket and it must be squared. So minus a 4 times my a value, which must be put in bracket, which is 3 because I'm substituting, times the c value, which is a minus 2. And all of this is divided by 2 times the a value, which is a 3. So my x value is equals to, obviously we know what is minus times a negative 5 will be a positive 5. So it's plus or minus. Now we need to work out what is the answer under the square root here. So if I want to find out what is the answer under the square root, I can put this in a calculator. So it's got a bracket, we put it there. So I've got a bracket, there is minus a 5. Then I'm closing the bracket and it is squared. So I go squared, then minus a 4, then open the bracket, there is a 3, close bracket, open bracket, minus 2, close bracket, and the answer is 49. So under the square root thing here, I get 49. So that thing must all be divided by 2 times 3, which is 6. Now note that we know what is the square root of 49. So this is a 5 plus or minus. Now the square root of 49 is 7. So this is divided by a 6. So we've got two answers here. So one is x is equal to 5 plus 7 all divided by 6. The other one is x is equal to 5 minus 7, 5 minus 7 all divided by 6. So therefore the answer would be a 5 plus 7, which is 12, and 12 is divided by 6, giving us a 2. And here the answer is x is equal to, the 5 minus 7 is a minus a 2, which is divided by 6. Now minus 2 divided by 6 is a minus 1 over 3. So x is equal to minus 1 over 3. So we've got two answers in solving that quadratic equation using the formula as well. Let's look at another example. Now we've got to solve this, but you've noticed that we've said when we solve a quadratic equation must be in the format ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now when you look at this one here, it's not equal to 0. So I think it would be wise if we rearrange this and then we write it nicely so that we take this to the other side. So I'll get a 5x squared. Then take this would be a minus a 9x, then a plus a 3, which is equal to 0. So therefore now we can see what is our a value. So our a value is a 5. So there's my 5. My b value is minus 9. minus 9, and my C value is a plus 3, so it's a positive 3 is my C value. So therefore I can now substitute the things in this formula. So x is equals to a minus, and our b value is minus 9, so it's plus or minus square root of the b, which is minus 9, which is all squared, minus 4 times your a value, which is a 5, I put a 5, times your c value, which is a 3. So all of this is divided by 2 times a, and a is a 5. Put a 5 there. So x is equal to, obviously negative times a negative 9 there will be a positive 9. So now it's plus or minus the square root of the answer that we'll get under the from this answer, the answer that we'll get under the square root here. So this is a minus 9, so I'll open my bracket there. So minus 9, let's put this, that one there, it's minus 9. Then close the bracket, but must be squared. I square it, so minus a 4 there, and then a 5, and then open the bracket. There's a 3, close there. What is our answer? Is 21. So under the square root now the answer is 21, but all of this must be divided by 2 times 5, which is 10. Now let's look at this thing here. So we've got, now we don't know the square root of 21, so we don't know the square root of 21, so we can leave this as this. If you look here, they said leave your answer in third form. So when they say leave your answer in third form, it means that you must leave your answer with the square root sign, so which means that we are okay here. So the answer would be x is equals to a 9, there are two answers, plus the square root of 21 all over 10, or the other one would be x is equals to 9 minus the square root of 21 all over 10, and the answer is left in third form. Okay, that's easy. Let's look at another one. Again, when we look at this one here, it doesn't look nice because we've got brackets here. So we've got to remove these brackets. If I remove this bracket here, is x times 2x, we get 2x squared, and x times a plus 3, we get a plus 3x, and then plus a 2 is equals to 0. Now we can see that the a value, our a value now is 2, so it's 2. The b value is a positive 3, so it's a 3. The c value is a 2, it's a 2. Now let's try and solve this one here. So x here is equals to a negative, and what is our b? Is a 3. I put a 3 in bracket because I'm substituting into, now the b value is 3, so it's a 3, which is squared, minus a 4 times the a value, our a value is 2, and the c value is a 2. So all of this is divided by 2 times the a value, which is 2. That was substitution. So what is the answer here? A negative times a 3 here will be negative 3. So it's plus or minus the answer that we'll get under the square root. Now what is the answer that we'll get under the square root? So we'll put a 3 there, which is squared. The 3 there was squared, and then I'll have a minus 4, open bracket, there's a 2, and then another 2 there. So the answer there is negative 7 there, and then all of this is divided by 4. Now we've got here, if you look at this one here, the square root of negative 7, we don't know this, we can't get the square root of a negative number. What does this mean now if we can't get the answer for the square root of a negative number? They said x must be this thing here, but we don't know this. We can't get an answer here. So in this case, when we get an answer under the square root like this, we say there is no solution. You can say there is no solution if x is an element of real numbers, because we work with real numbers, so there is no answer for x as a real number. Okay, now if you can do some of the examples, these problems are too easy. We've done 3. We also to do from Siavula textbook, grade 11 text math textbook. Your chapter do chapter 2, then you do 2.3 where it says quadratic formula. You do exercise 2.3 there, numbers 1 to 10. We've already done 3, so it should be easier for you to do 10 to practice. Make sure that you practice these things, because even in metric, you will need this formula. It becomes easier if you know how to use this formula. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen.